Last year, Abu Bakr and Manu Bashir, and it was actually on the road to his World Championship where he did knock out the Saudi Arabian, beating him 10-2 in what was a ridiculous game between the two players that happened in the summer of this year. This could be a great chance to get some revenge, and as you rightly said, Gravison, it could be a 7-point swing between the two if Abu Bakr was to win this one. Abu Bakr kicking from left to right in that Team Falcon strip, looking to take the early lead. Manu Bashir from right to left. What's just gone wrong for him today? Because he's only lost one game, he's just drawn two, and one of them was against Anders.
I just think he's been inconsistent, because I think he has played some great FC, especially in the first half of all the matches. He's playing real good, he's playing consistent, he's playing as all Team Hullet players play, just methodical. But I think in the second half, he's just not there mentally.
Just off topic, when we were in the break, Gravison, I had a little look at the some of the recent popular searches, let's just say, of items on the market. That Veron has been heavily searched tonight by Ultimate Team players all around the world.
Okay.
It goes to show how valuable a lot of the viewers at home have thought he has been. And look, he scored quite a few Trivellas. Scored a couple of them for Manu Bashir as well. Speaking of Veron, he's on both sides of the field here. There's Franck Ribéry with a very heavy touch. Oh, what is going on? It's still Ribéry. Penalty.
Man.
And eventually Rio Ferdinand does get punished for his actions. I'm not too sure what happened there. Eusebio steps up for Manu, and Manu takes a lead by a 0-0, but defensively, Ferdinand just got caught all over the place there.
I gotta say, Abu Bakr is a patient guy.
Look at this. He goes down to ground. And it's the second foul there. He doesn't get done for the first one, he gets done for that one.
Oh, Abu Bakr is a calm and chill guy, because in the match against Anders, I mean, I would have lost my mind against Peter Cech, and now with this penalty I would have lost my mind as well with Ferdinand. So he's just a chill guy, which you need to be if you want to win competitions. And I think, I don't know if you agree, I think Abu Bakr is championship material. I really think so.
I feel like something's coming in the water for him in terms of a big final outing, or you're right to say an international trophy. Oof. Speaking of mistakes, here's Figo, cuts it back inside Ribéry. Desailly comes with his left boot.
It's interesting that we have not seen today 4-2-3-1 and 4-4-2, especially after the patch.
Just a second, Grav. We'll come back in a second to this one. Antoninigabrriel against Anders VEJRGANG. There's been a goal in this game, and it's actually gone the opposite way that some would have expected. It is the Italian that leads by a 0-0. Franck Ribéry, the goal scorer. Keep in mind that if Anders was to win this game, he would be on 10 points from 12. That's a big result there, and again, it could move Antoninigabrriel away from Manu.
And into the second position, tied with Abu Bakr, so that's a huge match for him.
Abu Bakr looking for that equaliser. Ribéry, Cantona linking up perfectly and making sure of a time green finish. He is way back into this one.
Sometimes the player switching is not there, and as we see him, the player switching to the left back. So that's a mistake you cannot afford to make.
Desailly and Laurent Blanc just caught out. Back on the way we go, 18 minutes in. We have got more news as soon as we can give it to you in the other game. Antoninigabrriel, Anders VEJRGANG. Anders was 1-0 down in that one. There has been another goal in that game. We'll find out which way it's gone as soon as we can. Here it is now. It is the Italian that leads Anders 2-0. Eusebio taking matters into his own hands.
I mean, that's why he's the... Another goal.
And as we jump back across, it's Manu Bashir that leads by 2-1 over here.
I don't have time to analyze anything, man. It's just things happening.
Just goal, 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 goal. Here we go. We'll see you again on the replay.
That was Campbell out of position. driven pass into Garrincha, and nice goal. I do think that defending with Sol Campbell was a bit too aggressive, and Manu was able to capitalize on that mistake. That was a really good driven pass, Garrincha goal, and then as well, there's something about Italians and Anders, right? Obrun, now Antonini. Do you think it's because of the game style of Italians? I don't know.
Well, I did see earlier in the practice room, Antonini was actually playing practice games with Obrun. It feels like the Italian community is quite sort of closely knit in terms of they're happy to play practice games against each other and really sort of come together. I mean, Danny Pitbull, unfortunately not involved in this talk, but the prime example of one of those key figures in Italy that just gets the community together. They're always supporting each other, no matter the tournament. You can really see that on display at any major international tournament. Oh, Eusebio, great turn. Manu needs to make the most of this one. Cafu through his legs, still does well to keep it alive. Only for so long. It was a great turn originally, but just was probably a bit too wide in terms of the shot. What a ball that could be.
It's a great ball, yep.
Garrincha goes for a cross. And very nearly finds the finish.
Manu's been making some mistakes today, and it doesn't look like him. He's not usually a player that mistakes, I don't know, an extra pass or driven pass. Even if he finishes with 10 points.
Zambrotta, player lock. Sokras, little like croquettes, and Enti does well, big strong tackle. We've got a goal in the other game, we'll give it to you when we can. Is Antonini-Gabriel 3-0 up? Or is Anders got a goal back? Anders does have a goal back. And it might not be the most fanciest of finishes. You'll be happy to see that. It's Laurent Blanc making a terrible error at the back.
I think that was not Laurent Blanc's fault. That was Antonini's fault. So I'll get him off the hook for once.
Back to this one. Abu Maka looking for a 2-2. Figo, step over exit. Tousey missed.
No way. Maybe the 4 stars weak foot.
Everything was perfect there. The step over exit, the little speed boost. But the finish was nowhere to be seen.
Nowhere. But this doesn't stop.
Garrincha, Cantona waiting there on the edge of the box for the pass. So it's Figo this time. He will put it right.
We probably said something about Figo, right? Over there, Abu Maka to his coach. This is skill move. The cancellation was perfect. Another pass and an easy goal. I gotta say, Manu is losing his ball a bit too early.
We've got another goal for you as well. Antonini-Gabriel let Anders back into the game at 2-1. He has just conceded again to this from Jarzinho. Brilliantly, first 1-2 touches. Gets it onto his left boot. That's a prime example of what you cannot do against Anders. You're 2-0 up. That goal you concede, it probably just throws you off mentally. Next thing you know, you're 2-2, you're all square. All that hard work you've done, Gravison, means nothing.
It's nothing at all.
Oh, Rio Ferdinand, be careful there.
Even if Manu wins this game and ends up with 5 points, I'm still disappointed in him. I expect so much from him.
For being honest though, look, the game he lost, Gravison, was in the 89th minute against Antonini-Gabriel. It was the last kick of the game. Could actually be in another day on 3 points with 3 draws. Still wouldn't help him too much though.
Potential cross.
Zambrotta, does he fancy it? Eusebio will back post, step overs, clever. Campbell off the line.
I think that would have been that should have been an L1 heel to heel, in my opinion, and an easy goal. That's why I don't think Manu is playing up to his potential. I mean, he's the world champ. I don't want to sound harsh, but I just expect so much more from him.
Garrincha, Desailly gets a toe on it. you think that adds so much more pressure onto him? An expectation level coming into tournaments, being a world champion?
Maybe yes. Maybe, yeah. I mean, there's something.
Probably would do. He's won $300,000. World champion. Veron.
Yes.
Billy trying to link up well. 1 minute of added time left. There's been another goal in Anders against Antonini. I do not believe my eyes. 2-0 up he was. Now he's 3-2 down.
Is that a penalty?
This was it. Oh. No, it wasn't. The referee played on. A little elastico from Anders to just find himself out of that spot, which I think we all thought was going to be a penalty.
I thought that was a penalty.
Anders leads 3-2 in that game. He was 2-0 down. What a night he's been having.
And when you expect Anders to just, I don't know, miss some chances, he just scores and scores and scores. My God.
Well, let's join it now.
Ooh.
This is live. Antoninigabrriel needs to be careful here because he's going to be thinking, oh God, how have I thrown this away? I don't want to then be 4-2 down. Big win, Essien. Sauer. Intercepted again. You just give him more chances to Anders. And a chance to breathe as the ball is cleared away. The ultimate comeback has been completed, not in 19 game minutes, in 45 in-game minutes. And it all came from that mistake.
Yeah. That was a simple mistake by Laurent Blanc. A goal, and a goal. 10 minutes, 3 of them. And I do think the requirements fit so well Anders' gameplay. Because back in the days, like in 2021, 2022, I remember he was playing online cups with Frank Ribery, which was like 87 rated, as a striker with Gabriel Jesus, and he won those online tournaments. And I think for Anders, it doesn't matter who he's playing with. It doesn't matter if it's Mbappe, if it's Sawa, if it's whoever. He just scores goals and stepovers.
Lots of stepovers. He is renowned for those stepovers that cause nightmares for many players. Back on the way in this one. We'll stay with it for a split second. Remember, Anders VEJRGANG wins this. He'll be on 10 points tonight. Joining the record total of a handful of players. Jorginho will make it 4-2. It's a perfect start to the second half. This is what you do in these areas. Some players get to these areas and think, I'm not going to score from there. The angle's too tight.
It's crazy how simple he made it look. It was just a driven through ball, long through ball, easily timed, and then with Jorginho, we just shot it. Good time.
Back over we go. Man of it short. Petr comes to save the day. Two over in this one. Remember, at the moment, there's Veron. Wasn't time green, it goes over the bar. As it stands, Manu Bashir is bottom of the table in this group. He's only lost one game up to this point. A draw would only put him on 3. That'll be 3 draws and 1 defeat for the current world champion. It's just not enough, really, for a first outing in the group when you look at the rest of the table.
I do think he's going to be able to at least score 1 more goal. I don't think this is ending 2-2.
There's Cafu, big win. The 1 million coin right back that only a handful of players have backed. Abumaka slides past him. Cantona, what can he do? Figo still finds a way through. Playing for so long. This is our last round of action here tonight from the FC Pro Open. We are back next week for the last outing in Group D. Garincha!
That's the difference between Manu and Anders.
Where's the green?
Green. Manu, no. Not his day, definitely.
Just lacking that time finish, wasn't it?
Yep.
Good tracking there from Zambrotta. Ashley Cole. Abu Maka looking for a 3-2. Cantona back to goal. Abu Maka will make it 3-2 here. He's looking to end the night on 9 points. And after we've seen this one, let's go over to Anders VEJRGANG against ANTONINIGABRIEL, because there's been another goal in that game. Is it a comeback story for the Italian? Or is Anders on his way to not just top the group tonight, but to upgrade Simakan to an 87 rated? Here is that goal, we'll see it now. It's 5-2 Anders, it's Bobby Charlton, the star of the show. Lovely turn. Laurent Blanc, unfortunately. And he seems very happy for what Anders. Manny Bashir, back over here, pokes it in. This game's still got so much more time. And so much more to unfold in terms of the scoring. 3-3 are all square again.
Yeah, the kickoff was an easy goal. Manu just passing the ball inside the box. Garincha with an easy finish. But I think Manu still has to step it up a little bit, because I think Abu Maka is playing much better FC at the moment. I definitely think. And Anders from 0-2 to 5-2, just in the blink of an eye. Do you think he has what it takes to win his first 1v1 international trophy?
I mean, a patch came out last Wednesday and he's adapted to that one fine. He's adapted to these squad building requirements fine, hasn't it? Let's see what it is next year in January when he comes back for another round of group play. But at the moment, Grav, he does look dangerous. Cantona! Will then allow Abu Maka to go 4-3 in front. I score, you score at the moment. It's Laurent Blanc that's just caught in no man's land again.
That's just bad defending from Manu. I think back-to-back in the goal before this one and this one as well. I think he switched it too late to Blanc both times. And I think that's sometimes I call it lazy switching, when you just switch it just a couple of milliseconds later that you should, and your score just concede a couple of goals. But Abu Maka, 9 points. And I mean, I do personally think he played better than Anders in that game. There's still time to go, 20 minutes. We could potentially see some formation changes or tactical changes, but I don't think Manu is coming back from this, if I'm being honest.
Cantona, this could be big. A 2-goal cushion would be huge. And there has been another goal in Anders against Antonini. Gabriel, Anders solidifying himself top of the tree, you could argue. As we head into the Christmas time and the end of this year, he will be on 10 points, remained unbeaten in a difficult Group C. Veron. That would have been the ultimate. You can do that, I can do even better. Pause coming in from Manny Bashir. It'll be interesting to see what time we'll actually get to use this pause.
Maybe soon.
Zambrotta down the byline, but there's no one really there waiting for him. That is Anders winning 6-2, by the way, as an update. We won't go to that one. This game's got a lot more on it. A 2-goal cushion would be huge!
Oh, what a save. What a save. And Manu is not happy at all. I would love to hear comms right now with the conversation between Renzo and Manu. Even his earphone is off at the moment, because right now Manu has 2 points, Abubakar has 9, and Anders has 10. If he loses this match, it's fair to say he's out of the competition.
So right now, are you thinking, just go for it? Go for it.
You gotta go for it.
With a chance of conceding even more goals, but just a chance to go for it to get those 5 points.
I mean, the thing is, like, if the top 2 players in the group had, let's just say, 6, 7 points, 8 points, well, you could argue, but it's just 10 and 9. That's, in my opinion, too much when you're just in a position where you have 2 points.
This really could make it near enough impossible for the world champion. Does it need the pass across goal? The worst possible way to come back from a pause. Man of a short. It's going to be 2 points. 2 losses, 2 draws, 0 wins. By his own standards, it isn't good enough. We knew it was always going to be a tough group, and Abubakar has sort of been that silent player. Quite literally silent. He doesn't really celebrate too much.
He doesn't say a word at all.
But he's going to be second in this group. He's going to be on 9 points. Anders in pole position on 10. And if you've got Lozano's, unfortunately, he's not going to get an upgrade.
What's happening to Manu has happened to me so many times. You're just not confident in your gameplay, because he could have done an...
Eusebio, goal! What's the time on the clock in that one? 81 minutes.
Still time.
I mean, a draw would do something, surely.
Yeah.
It would stop Abubakar going from 6 points to 9. It would put him on 7. He would be 4 points away. There would be a bit of a gap then for Anders at the top of the table. But it would at least just add a question mark onto things of what could be possible in the new year.
Yeah.
9 minutes left. Manabashore needs another goal. I'll probably expect Abubakar to try and find another one.
This is good. This could be it.
Space. Garincha. Abubakar all on his own. Just about keeps it in Desai.
Another chance.
Big tackle, which way the referee play that one. Gives it back again to Manabashore. Throw into him. Update Anders winning 7-2. We know that's already done and dusted. Anders not stopping there. Remember, he was 2-0 down in that game. Manabashore quite literally trying to keep his tournament alive.
Oh.
In these last 6 minutes. Ribery, desperate for a goal. Desperate for a way back. 5-all. A goal that could be so important in terms of keeping this group alive for him.
Oh. I don't think he pressed the tackle, Abubakar, and that's the reason why he conceded the goal. I mean, that's harsh for Abubakar. I don't think he deserved to concede that goal, but it is what it is sometimes. Now, if you're in this position, I'll probably keep the ball if I was Abubakar. Like, I'm happy with the way the tournament has been played by myself, like 6-7 points out of 12. Second position. I think that's good enough. Obviously, with the chance of conceding a goal in the last minute of the game, and then
points from 12
it's just. I think it's good enough.
very good.
Yeah.
Manu goes to win this. It flips the group up, doesn't it?
Completely.
10 points, Anders. 6 for Abubakar. 5 for Manabashore. There's a keeps on shaking up in this group. We thought it was done and dusted. We thought Manu Bashore's tournament hopes could have actually been potentially done and dusted before we've even kicked a ball in the new year. Remember, we will be back to play the reverse fixtures, you could argue, in late January. This competition looks to conclude in early February next year. 4 minutes. Manu Bashore. Could he snatch a winner, maybe? This would be an incredible end. Wakanabe Maka.
Nice ball.
Make things a lot worse. Cafu. Back to Cantona. Lovely little cancel inside! And that one might be the winner. It's Hadji, the super sub of all players. Just does enough to weave around SIE. It's been a stressful game for both players involved. 11 goals between the two of them.
I mean, the level of stress in this game. Can you imagine being part of one of those teams? I mean, both of them are chill guys, but that game can kill anyone. I do think it was well defended. I know I've been criticizing Manu's defending, but I think this one was well defended enough. But Abumaka was patient enough to just secure a goal with Hadji.